Hello, how is everybody today? It's one of those days. It's been raining here. I know some of you guys in different states could use some rain. Believe you me, if I can send some your way, I would. Okay, let me just find you. You got to do all that stuff. You know, you got to find everybody on everything so you can make sure it's all posted. So let me find me here. Oh, there I am. Oh, hello, come back. More options. Copy. There we go. Post. 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 Yay. There we go. There's one. It's like you get to post these on like, every place you can think of. Just to make sure that everybody is there to see you guys. Post. Done. All right. So that goes away. Phone line is off. Let's have it where I can see comments now. Those are all mine. Hello. Hey, Peggy. How are your knees doing from your surgery? I know it's been many months, but still. Ugh, I just had my nails done and I just broke one. Seriously? All right. So I like to get right to it. What am I doing? I've been away for a while. As you guys know, we had the puppies. I tried to do some lives, I think, back then, but it was hard because they demand so much attention. Then I had a craft show. Then I had my surgery. And 10 days out of my surgery, then I was helping my son because they had a new baby. I have a grandson. Yay. He's about a month old now. A little over a month and a couple of days, whatever, month and a week. So I've been spending some time with them, helping, them and hanging out with my grandson. So I'm just like so excited. But I wanted to do some crafting. So amongst my healing, I was helping them. So it just made everything a lot more rougher for me in the healing phase. But that's okay. We got it done, y'all. We got it done. All right. So I posted a picture. I posted a picture with the seashell. I posted a picture with some cord. And I posted a picture. Oh, my finger got stuck. With these two ribbons. Probably should show it to you right side up, right? Isn't that cool? Before ago, I know, I saw that. Girl, you're like me. Sometimes it's like when it rains, it pours, with everything. So, well, I hope you're getting better. I also have these little 4-inch pipe cleaners, zip ties that I'm going to be using. They're 4-inch. They come in, different colors, black, red, tan. There are more, so I have a whole bunch of white ones, but I'm going to be using the tan ones because that kind of matches, pretty good with this. Now, I have never done one of these before, okay, ever. So I got my hot glue gun going right here. So I'll be flipping, back and forth with the cameras probably. Good God. Thank God that doesn't look too bad behind me. I forgot this screen does a wider view instead of a narrow view. But we're going to be working on an anchor. So that being said, I'm going to flip my cameras around so you can see. I started to do this, trying to figure out, and I'll go through it with you, what I was thinking. So at first I was thinking, well, I'll just do this. And then I was going to stop. And then I said, well, I should do this. And then I'm going to stop. And I was thinking of doing deco mesh. Well, the problem with this is that if I do the deco mesh, I'd have to, bring it onto things here and then maybe 2 things here for the deco mesh. Because to do it on the one bar, putting a pipe cleaner. Hi, Debbie. How are you? And I'm just like, or is that Nikki Tolley? Hi to both. It would be too thin, and you know how the pipe cleaner spins. And even though you could put a little dab of glue behind it, you could do that. So I started this like a couple of days ago, and I tabled it because 1, I ran out of rope, but 2, what did I really want to do? So I decided instead of making this to go on a wreath, like as, decoration, I'm going to make this a door hanger because this is big enough to be a door hanger. I mean, this comes out to be 18 inches, you know, long. And what is it wide? Approximately 16 inches wide. So that's it's a good size to just hang on the door at a lake house, at a beach, or at your house just for the summer. If you go boating, put it on your boat, whatever. Okay. So I got the frame. I got to put my glasses on so I can read. Oh, well, see, now you got something else to do. So the door frame. So this is, I'm getting to the end of this. So I'm going to show you. Good to see you too, Darla. How I ended and how I started. Because when you flip it over, you don't want to see, you know, the ending piece just sticking out. So I kind of, this is like a piece in here where I started so that, you know, I tied them together. So this is fine because it's going to be on the back side, but you don't want it sticking out. So we're going to continue. And like I said, this is the first time doing this. So I didn't even know if I wanted to start at the bottom or that. So I said, well, let's just go this way. So I'm going to make this whole thing in a rope fashion, is all I'm going to do. So I'm just going to hold this as close as, you know, get it tight and just hold it down, because as I add the rope going around it, it will stay tight, you know, if that makes sense. All right. So now this cord comes with tape at the end, which is great as you're doing it. But when I get to the end, I take it off because the tape, to me, after a period of time of being on there, turns brown and yucky, you know, just like anything that has tape on it. Oops, come on, go back up there. And I'm going to tuck that one down. So I'm going to stop this from behind this way. So we'll stop it there. Let that cut one open. Now you can use any color. You can make this in any colors if you want to. I'm just choosing to do the natural look on this. Ugh. I'm trying to get the tape off of this one before I start it. You can cut it off if you want to, but I want to use every little piece of my stuff that I can. Oh, I didn't put my banner up, did I? There we go. Oh. Now, using my banner is in yellow or something, and I toned it down so that it wouldn't be so loud in your face, so to speak, and that it wouldn't distract you as much from me doing the project. So I'm hoping that works, because where are we? Their name is, sometimes that gets in the middle of the project, and it's so distracting. So I'm hoping this will work better for y'all. Hey, my friend Katie. Okay, so I'm going to tell, Katie told a story, a little bit of a story the other night about me being one of her first, you know, buddies, biz buddies. So I'm going to tell a story about Katie. So Katie, I hope you remember this. Hi, Leslie. Good morning. So when Katie was starting, now this is going back, and I know that when this was in 2018, it was in the fall. Katie needed, I was on one of her lives, and she said she needed a skeleton, or skull rather. So I was really new into doing things in the community and all, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get her one and send it to her. I laugh now because it was so silly. I sent her this little tiny skeleton. I look back and I'm like, Carolynne, what do you think she was going to do with that? Seriously. And I sent her a little sign. I don't know if she still has the sign up in her craft room or not. A little frame sign about crafting and stuff. So I don't know if you remember that or not, Katie. But I still do. All right. So what I'm doing, I'll cut this part in a little bit. And I'm going to take the two of them. Because I came up and over this way, I'm doing this the opposite way so that I can go ahead and continue coming up and around. So I'm going to take this And I'm going to just zip tie this. Oops. See this? I have the third one, the zip tie too. This is going to be a learning process because this only has 2. And by doing it this way, I get to hide my tails, or that would be the plan. So we're going to have to take it. I'm going to take it on this inside one and do it that way. And let me get this up and over. Come on. There we go. Let's see if this works this way. At least the way I would like it to work. You know how that goes. We want it one way, and the design always says, no, do it another way. Yes, I remember. Yes, I still have the sign. Ah, I didn't know if you still had it or if you used it in a wreath or not, Katie. But I realized the skull I sent her, I was like, too small. That was before we all started doing like mini wreaths and stuff. She needed it for something a lot bigger than that. But as you can say, the thought was there. Okay, get up here. My thing came out again. Okay, stay. Oh, and I got them flipped over upside down. Flip it. There we go. So let's just work this, ladies. Let's just work this. Put this one in here. Let's get the pipe cleaner on it, or the zip tie. God, pipe cleaner. When you work with one thing and then you got to change it to another. And I'm going to get my pliers out. I'm just going to get these. Pull it as tight as I can, because we don't want it to come out. Cut it, needless to say. I'm just going to roll this back in there. Now, the one I'm going to pull tighter. Okay. And this piece that's kind of sticking out, I'm just going to kind of tuck it in. And it will get hidden more as I start roping around, but for now I'm just going to tuck it down in there. So you don't see the fraying. Now this one we're going to cut just a little bit. All right. And let me turn the zip tie in a little bit. And this piece here, we're going to go ahead and we'll hide in there. Morning, Janet. How are you? Morning, morning. So see, as I come around, I'm going to be hiding this as I come around. Now I got a lot of rope to thread through this little bitty hole, so bear with. And again, I'm just going to hold it. You could glue it, but again, my thought process is that it will stay, and the more and more cord I get in here. That's my thought process. So that's why I want to just hold it. This is like threading a big needle head. I'm just going to come around a couple of times and then bring it back. Whoa, don't dump the glue, Carolynne. You should like. You sound like, oh no, I don't have a sore throat. No, I'm all good. I'm all good, my friend. I'm not sick or anything. Nope, not at all. Now what's going to happen, because you're up top here, it's going to start fanning, as you can see. And I don't want these spaces here. So that's when I'll start pushing. But the other part is that I'm probably going to come on top a little bit. And that will make more of a knot on top here, like this. And I think I'll do that after I get some more of this rope around on here to make it like a finishing piece on it. Which one am I pulling? This one. This one. Good morning. Hello, Miss Joanne. Hey, are you guys still overseas or you're back at home? Where did I get it? I think I got it at Dollar Tree. Or what is it to be? $1.25 tree now? I don't know what they're calling it. Calling them all different names. Now, as we come around the other side, it's going to do the opposite. So be prepared. Oh, good. Hey, I enjoyed all your beautiful pictures. I'm jealous. If I could get Bob to retire, it would be nice. Now, don't pull too hard, because if you pull too hard, you may break your frame. Let's get up and over. Because, see, I don't want it to be so gappy, but we'll fix that. We'll fix it, ladies and gentlemen. The anchor pieces keep getting caught on everything, and I don't want them. I may have to glue this. Just to help keep it tight in there a little bit more. And so what I'm going to glue, I'm not going to glue it on the metal. I'm just going to come from behind and go just between the two ropes. So I'm just taking two pieces of the rope and just gluing them together. And then I'll do the same with the next one. Little runaway here. No problem. And this will be available in my Etsy shop for sale. So if anybody needs a little something for their home, lake house, beach house, wherever you want to use it. Oops. I think I can get one more in there. Okay, that should help it. All right, back to where I was. And if I go out of frame, I apologize, y'all. I'm trying to stay in frame and work it all at the same time. So you guys see the little things that are scrolling down there. Make sure you do that, because the more the merrier, y'all. The more the merrier. That glue's sticking on my fingers. All right, so I'm going to leave that gap right there because I'm going to come back and over with it like I told you I was. And I'm just going to hold it. Let's bring it down here a little bit. Oh, see, I get caught on my apron with the anchor. It's going to sink me right to the bottom of the sea. Right to the bottom. So let's change this up. I'm going to bring this one down here. So again, this is the process since it's the first one I'm doing. So I'm switching it. I brought those down there. So I have about 5 on here. And I'm going to bring this one up here. Let's see if this works better. Change of thought, y'all. Change of thought on how to work this. Always adapt. The design, we're always trying to do something, and sometimes it doesn't work as well as we planned it. So you got to come up with a plan B. And that's why I like creating things, because there's no right or wrong. It just makes it fun. Oops, you're going totally to the wrong side. And maybe one more, and that might be it. Because I don't think I can get my cord through there again. There we go. I think that works. Oops. That works. So now the next step is to, how do I want to bring it down? I think I'm going to slide this through here. Because I don't want this to be like this. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know. I don't want it to be that way. So let's see if we can get it through. And that's why I'm leaving the tape on these. Hey, all these little things sticking out. All right, so now I think we're going to do this part. So we got to figure it out because there's no brace bar going here. So let's see. Do I want to start more on the outside and work my way in? Let's play. Let's try working inside and out because I don't know how much cord I'll have anyway. So see, I'm not going to have enough cord there. I'd have to restart anyway. So let's see. If I do this, if I do the sides first and then come back and do some sort of crisscrossy, how would that work? That might work. Process of elimination, y'all. Process of elimination. What should we do? Guys, got any ideas of how I should do the middle? I'm up for it. But you know what? It's not going to be as bad here because I'm going to be putting a bow here. So you're not going to see that as much. I just thought of that. Duh, Carolynne. Put a little cardboard in there. So I think I want to run this way. I want to cover the edge on this. Or do I? Let's see. See if I go this way. Let's just do a couple this way and see how we're going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the first one and cover the edge just because if I don't, you're going to see it like that. So I think if I glue the first one here like this, that would look better. So let's get some glue. Run a bead of glue there. I'm not so worried about this piece here that my fingers are on here. It's just this side. Kind of want it just on the side. This part's going to get wrapped, so you're not going to see this, but just to kind of help hold it in place. And there's a sticky out things. All right. So let's bring this one behind and over. And because I'm just starting this and I want it to stay, I'm going to tack it to the other one. And I'm going to tack it to this rope on top here, because I just don't want it to slide off. Now you can do this any other way that you want, but this is how, I want it. I'm choosing to do it today. Hold on. Didn't like how that went. So I pulled it off. Let's do that again. It's easy to pull the glue off of this real quick since it's not really hard. So let's glue here. To hold that in place. Try it again. I should get my little clippers. Hold on. Let me get my little clippers to hold it. That probably would be smart. We'll come around the side. There we go. Same again. I'm going to get a couple little clippers in there. Clip it that way. That way. That would have been smarter, don't you think? Again, process. Because I put this clipper on the wrong side. There we go. And all these glue strings. The rest of the glue off of that. I did my best, y'all, to shut my door. But of course, the dogs don't listen. Okay, so that one's on. I bet you it's dear old hubby has arrived home. All right, so we're going to glue this on top here. As we come around, get my little clipper on there. Lord. Sound like I have a dog pound. Same with this one coming up and around. And this is just to get it started, y'all. Once you get it started, then you're good. It's golden. Now this does bump out a little bit here, so it's going to look like it's falling this way, but once you start getting it going, it will be on top. All right, so I'm at the end again. So I'm going to tuck that down in there. Got more rope. I do not know how much I'm using. Now, this was one and part of another to do this. And then I've already used another. So that would be 2 full things of rope that I've been using so far. So we'll see how many I have. I hope I have enough. Because if not, this project won't be done. It won't be done. So how is everybody today? I know Texas is having a heat wave down there. We're having rain like crazy up here. It's been rained again last night and a little bit earlier this morning. And it's supposed to hopefully stop soon. Guys, I would get up and shut my door to the craft room, but that would jiggle all my cameras out of my way. So just bear with my crazy dogs. All right. So let's go ahead and tighten this. We're going to flip it over again. Pull it tight. And we're going to use this, the middle bar here, to go ahead and finish this one off. I wanted to make a bet that it's probably a fertilizer guy or somebody here. So I'm going to put you on mute. I'm definitely going to shut the door. So hold on, y'all. Hopefully that won't be as bad. Hopefully I didn't jimmy the camera a lot. We can always fix it. No, that's not too bad. I shut my door. Okay, so again, let's get our zip tie going up here. I'm threading it on the cross rail. I'm going to do it on a diagonal. When you're working with small things, your fingers don't fit. Now you can use bigger zip ties if you want to. That is up to you. I'm just choosing to use the smaller ones just because it would be less bulky. They're thinner. So that's my choice. The one thing I hate is when you get it all threaded and then you realize you have to flip your zip tie around the other way. Currently, NNK feels like 102 and it's still more. Oh, good God. I went to my dentist yesterday and it turned out that her furnace and everything went. I was like, are you kidding me? See, and I did this backwards already because I wasn't paying attention. I want them to cross over like this. I want the ends to be opposites so I can continue on with it. Silly me. I don't know if that's thunder or an airplane going by. We always have the training facility here being close to a base. It was here. It's been in the 90s, which has been hot. But I know, I think, was it last week? It hit 101 here. And I was like, oh, good God, we're not even into summer, really. And I'm like, it's already 101. Jeez. All right, let me pull this one tight. Oh, get back in there. Don't slide out. Oh, my God. What are my dogs crazy for? There we go. Pull it really tight. One barks and you think the whole neighborhood is going. All right, let's cut this. And we'll cut this. And we're good to go. So because I want to come up on the other side, let's pull this all the way through. Girls! Actually, it's got to come down this side. Okay. Here we go. And let's get it rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling along. So has anybody got some fabulous vacation plans coming up? Or something they're going to be doing? Let me know. Oh, there we go. Now again, because I'm going to be putting a bow in here, so I'm not too worried about the center. So I'm going to cross it from behind. Maybe what I can do, let's see if I bring it up just a little bit, just so I can cover some of this rail. Just like that, so it's not as obtrusive. And of course, I'll do that, and then I won't have enough to finish. How much want to make a bet? Ah! Plan B. Don't do that. I probably still won't have enough, but we can add. We might have to do it like we did the other one and just bring it to the outside and work our way in. And sure enough, wouldn't you know? Seriously, it's like, work with me. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. Put the dabs of glue on here, run it around. Where's my glue? Ugh, I'm pressing hard on this. Oh, I know what it is. It's the bug spray, people. That's why the dogs are barking. I can hear the guy out there now. We use all organic sprays, by the way, just to let you know. Crafters Convention. Oh, yeah, that's coming up. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Ooh, I think Crazy Maisie, they're doing something that's coming up soon, too. I don't know if Katie's still on. I don't think so, but they have their thing coming up. I don't know what else is coming up. Get in there. One more here. There we go. That should be glued. It's just enough to get it started, is what it is. Hi, Bailey. Hey, Bailey. How many more days? Mm-hmm. How many more days, my friend? Yep, here they come right alongside my house window here now. My dogs have figured out by now he ain't going anywhere. All right, let's glue those two to that. And we're coming down and around. 4 more days. Yes. 4 more days. How's your tadpoles doing? My Bailey's my granddaughter. And she got, I have tadpoles in my little pond out front every year. And she now has some tadpoles that she got from, there's a little stream or something by her house. Guys, I don't think I'm going to have enough cord to do all this. I've got 2 more things. I bought 4 thinking that was enough. So in a couple more days, we are going on our family vacation. We do it once a year. And we're going away. It's, with my husband's job and stuff, sometimes we don't get to take as many vacations as everybody else does and whatnot. So we get to, one time a year, get the whole family together and go. Now, my son won't be going. They usually don't go because he says, Mom, it costs too much when the time that you go. So they like to go when it's lesser expensive, but which is okay. You got to do it within your means. And because usually they watch the dogs. So this is the first time ever, you guys, that I'm going to be kenneling my dogs. I'm just nervous about doing it because I just feel bad for them. I don't want them to think I'm not coming back, for them or anything. All right. I'm going to pull this one tighter. So that's this one. Okay. Clip it off. Turn it around. So it's on the inside. And let's continue. We're just going to come over that one a little bit like that. There we go. Uh-oh. Sprung a leak. Sprung a leak, y'all. Let's make it work. I may put some E6000 on this. My glue was hard to come out before, and I don't think it was heated enough. So I think that was part of my issue here. But we'll fix it to make it all work. Okay. Let's continue coming around. And we're finished in the middle. So I'll cut this off. And get another one. And I'm going to tie this down to the front because, like I said, I'll be putting a bow on this. I don't want it scratching anybody's door. So I'll just bring this down and tie it in the front here. Oh, my fingers. Work with me, fingers. Work with me. So anyway, so I have guppies in my pond, which turn into, I don't know, toads or frogs of some sort. And Bailey got some from her little stream around somewhere in her neighborhood there. So she's raising them, and they already have little feet on hers. Still have their tails and all. So it's kind of neat. So she's feeding them, what is it, allergy wafers, I think she said, which I didn't know they made for the fish or the tadpoles. I wouldn't know what to feed them. There we go. It's coming to life, you all. It's coming to life. I'm going to glue this a little bit on the back side here. I'm just gluing them together a little bit. There we go. And sometimes you have to do it. When you're working with curves and funky things, sometimes you just have to take a little dab of glue just to hold them in place. Like when I do some rope things and I'm working on a lot of curves, because it gets tight in here and loose on the outside. So you want it to stay in place. So you just take a little dab of glue and you're good to go. It's coming out. It's kind of cool. It actually makes it sturdier, the frame, instead of so wobbly. So guys, we're going to pray that I have enough to do this. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on the inside and work one way outside. Now I know I'm not going to have enough with this one. So we're going to try with this one first. Let's see how far I get. I'm not sure how I want to do these triangle parts on here. I think the best bet is just to go like this, and I'm probably going to have to glue as I go. So let's start with this. Let's do it this way. And then I'm going to have to glue as I go. Because I think that's going to be the best way, I think. Got any other ideas, y'all? Just pop them out. Just pop it out. Let's see. All right. I think by coming down like that, and I think I'm going to just have to glue. This is going to be glue as you go kind of thing. Everything's getting in my way. All right. Gosh, all these glue strings. Driving me crazy. All right, come on, Mr. Glue Gun. Have faith in me. I think it's working. So see, I have a nice, I'll bring it up a little bit closer. Let me get it a little bit more started. I'm gluing the rope together as well as a little bit on the frame. And I think once you get started, it might make it a little bit easier. I think this is going to be a little bit of winding, a little bit of gluing, a little bit of winding, gluing as I go. Actually, that worked out perfect. Using the shorter piece first. That came out pretty cool. Pretty good. Not as bad as I thought. Okay. Woohoo! Pretty good, you guys. Wasn't sure how that was going to go. I was a little bit nervous about it. And that was another reason why I was contemplating on doing this on a live, because I was like, ah. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clip this here for now. What I'm going to do is start on the other side, and so I can come more in the middle. And let's see. I don't think I'm going to have enough. I bet you I need another one. I did buy another one, y'all. And the other one I bought was thicker. I don't like how this one came out. So we're just going to clip this right now just to hold it in there. I'm going to have to fix that one. Don't like the way that looks. This side came out fine. This side, All right, let's go back to the arrow part of the anchor. Make sure I got it right this time. Last time I didn't. I always hate that. Hate that. Alrighty. Oop. Turn it around. We're going to do the same thing. Now I got to remember how I did it, right? Up and over first. What happened here, this got really loose in here. So let's fix that right now so it stays all together. Got it, you guys. Don't worry. We got it. We got it. We got it. Oops, I'm out of frame. Sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. There we go. So what I'm doing is I'm gluing like a little bit as we go here on it to hold them in place, because that's the one thing when you don't have anything on the edge to really hold it. Like, you know, I have this to stop it here. So I'm just going to glue these. Here we go. Voila, it's finished. Okay, back to here. Let's see. All right. So I think I came around the bottom side. Well, this is going to go this side because that's the way the cord wants to go. So what's nice by having this cord underneath like that, I can glue it to that as well, and it would adhere. Which helps. Got you guys mine. Yes, Kay, it has been a long time. April, May were a little bit of tough months with me recovering from surgery. I had 2 little procedures done in April. Not little, but One was littler, one was more major. And then the birth of my grandson, who came 5 weeks early. So I was helping my son and daughter-in-law with the baby. And as much as I kept saying, I got to go live, I got to go live. I couldn't do it with doing everything and helping them. It was just too much. So I had to just take a step back, have to regroup. And here I am. Here I am to save the day. No, I'm kidding. God, that's Mighty Mouse. God, am I aging myself or what? All right, so then we're going to come down and just start wrapping around here. And I know I'm not going to have enough. God dang it. I did, like I said, I did buy a 5th one, but the 5th one of these is a thicker cord. It was evidently stuck down with the thinner one of these. And oopsie. So we're going to move on to the other part of this. That's coming out kind of cool. Better than I thought it would look. So that's what it's starting to look like. Anchors away, my friend. I wish I had more. I keep thinking, do I have at least another roll? I think I need 2 more things of it. Oh, the glue strings. I don't know. I'm finding that there seems to be more glue strings on the glue than there has ever been before. Seriously. Seriously. All right. So let me move this mat out of the way because this I always have down when I'm doing a lot of glue or painting because I don't want to get my good mat. Although there are some glue things on this good mat. And what I do every now and then, I take my mat and I go ahead and I clean it. I clean it off. Now the goal is going to be, now that I can't finish this, I have to go get it, is that I want a little starfish just hanging out right here. You could do any type. I had this one here. You could do ones that are more flat. You could do seahorses, whatever you want. I wanted a starfish and I wanted to give just a little bit. And once I get through all this, I'm hoping it will just, I can tag it in to kind of sink in here a little bit in this spot right in here. Since this is such a dimensional, starfish. So that way I can tag it in there a little bit better. That's the goal. But let's make the bow. This is what the bow is going to be made out of. These 2 ribbons. Oh, we'll use the Easy Bow Maker. The Easy Bow Maker. And again, since it's the first time I'm making this, I don't know how big I want to make my bow or anything yet. So let's find out. I may have to run to the store, get some more cord, and then come back on live to do it with you. So I have these 2. I think would just look pretty. Going to be my base, my one on top. This is just going to be a fun, floppy, little fun bow. Nothing fancy. How long do I want tails? What does that make it? Oh, we'll go with 9 inches. What an odd number. So let's just do 8 inches. 8-inch tail. Oops. Go around there. Now this ribbon really doesn't have a front or a back to it. So when I can't decide if I want to flip it or not, the way it comes off the spool is the way I'll keep it to start. That makes sense. Or do I want to do one with tails? My husband keeps texting me up here and I'm like, honey, go away. I don't think I want to do tails. I don't want to do tails. I think I want to do it so it's tails or no tails. Tails meaning long ones that hang down, or just short ones that stick up all over the place. What do you guys think I should do? I wonder if my star... I wonder if this will go too. Maybe not. This is more navy blue. This is more teal. It's darker navy blue in here. No, I just like the anchors. Just go with the anchors. Just the anchors. So should I do a funky bow with no tails, just kind of spritz it up? Or should I do tails and curl them? What do you guys think I should do? Come on, y'all. Help a girl out. Nobody's going to answer me? Good gracious. Well, then I'm going to make an executive decision here. Let's see if I do. We're going to do tails. So let's see. I'm doing a 5-inch bow. Is that going to be too big? Yep, that's going to be too big in my opinion. Tails. Thank you, Leanne. How are you today, my friend? Tails, Leanne. Okay, tails it is. All right, so we're going to try 4 inches going across, which would make it an 8-inch bow. And I'm just kind of sticking this in here, kind of seeing, yeah, I think that's going to work. So now I'll show you how I'm going to make the bow. Let me wind this up a little bit. All right. So in doing this, oh, thank you. So 8 inches. It has the numbers on here. Let me turn this down just a little bit so you can see. So this has the numbers going across here. So I'm going to measure 8 inches here and stick my ribbon in. I'm so used to twisting my ribbon, even though I said already this ribbon, it doesn't matter whether you twist it or not. I'm still going to twist it just to have it. I'm going to measure 4 inches on either side of the little poles or pegs here. Bring this down here. So I have 4 inches here, 4 inches here. So that makes it an 8-inch wide bow. I think if I went 5 inches, it was just going to make it too big. And we're going to make another layer on top. I think I'm going to do 3 of these. Now, see, I could leave it stacked like this and do all my layers and then pull it out afterwards. Or you can pull it out as you go if you want to. Right or wrong, doesn't matter. Whatever you want. So, see, I am used to pulling mine out. So I will pull mine out just a little. It's just a habit thing. So you can kind of see. And it makes it better for you guys to see too. So that's going to be the base of the bow like that. Oops. Now, since I know this is going to be tails, I'm going to go ahead and dovetail these. So it looks just like that. And we'll wind this back up. Put a little pin in it, and away you go. Now, those of you, I've had these scissors about, this is going to be the 3rd winter. These are Fisker razor edge scissors. My son and daughter-in-law got these for me. I only use these to cut ribbon. I do not use it for anything else. I'm going to make these tails a little bit longer so I can curl them. So I'm just going to go 10 inches. So it's 8 inches from the peg to the end. And then I'm adding 2 more inches onto that. I don't want a big curl. Oops. Just a little one. And this one I'm going to do 2 loops. I'm going to bring this in about 3 inches. So some people like to twist the ribbon before they put it in. I like to put mine in the peg first, and then I go ahead and twist it. It doesn't matter which way you want to go, either or. Let me get that twisted well because that didn't work. There we go. And we're only going to do 2 of these. And you can take your 2 tails and measure them out like this if you want to. Look, I got a big bar of glue stuck to me right there. Who knew? And put my pin in there. Some people like to put rubber band around theirs. I don't like to put rubber. It's just, everybody has their own way. I don't like to put it because then to me it indents. Now, if it's a loose enough rubber band where it's not going to be so tight, it will work. But if it isn't, then you may be like, hey. All right. So this is going to be my bow. Now what I got to choose is what color. Do I want to do a pipe cleaner? Do I want to do a zip tie on this to hold this in place? What do I want to do? If you use a pipe clean, a zip tie, then you're going to have to cover it unless you're putting something in the middle of this, like a little seashell or something. I may have a little seashell or something we can put in there. I know I have seashells, little ones. Let me grab them. So I'm not going to worry about covering it. So we're going to use just the pipe cleaner in this one. And I always save my little scrappy pipe cleaners because there's always going to be one that I can use that will work. Nope, that one's a little bit too short. I have ones that are a little bit longer in here. So this kind of looks white on top. I have a white. I kind of have a teal. Ooh, let's use the teal. That's a big teal. I know this you're going to hear. You're hearing all this rattly sound, so I apologize. I got 2 big teals. Well, must have been a reason why I had 2 in there. So we'll just use 1. Put that away. And we're going to do, I'm just going to fold it in half. Come down in between here. Put my bow upside down. I'll give it one little twist. Let me move this out of the way. And I'm just going to pull my tails, my loops and stuff, make sure they are where I want them. First, before I make this really tight. And when I got it where I want, I'm just going to, it's kind of like press, and I just twist the bow like that. It makes it a lot tighter than if I stood there and tried to do it with my hand if you twist the bow. That looks kind of fun. We'll fix the bow once we get it on here. Now I have a cross rail here, so I'm just going to attach my bow right onto that. I'm going to bring it through the other side, and then I'll tighten it up. Okay, there's big holes, Carolynne. There's no reason why you can't get the bow through. Yay. Do this a couple of times. And then I will tuck this back in there. Now see why I wasn't as worried as covering in the center here? Because you have the bow. Thank you. I'm just mad I can't finish the project because I thought I bought enough cord. That just like makes me kind of mad at myself. But it is what it is. Can't change it. Now these I made a little bit longer, so I'm going to cut it so that the outside of the ribbon, this side, the outside is a little bit longer. So it's on an angle like that. And this will be the opposite. Because what I want to do with these is just give them a little curl. Now you can curl it with this. I would recommend folding them in and then kind of curling from there if you want to. These, I'm just going to give one of these, kind of just roll it up like that kind of a thing. Get my ribbon where I want it. I'm going to have to hold it up so I can see. Hold on. This one needs to be twisted this way. Come over here a little bit. Okay. So let's think. I think I'm going to put a seashell in the middle just to make it fun. So let me just pull the bow out a little bit. So I have some small seashells of sort. Rolls, yes. Where did you get your card? My card. So how many total tools do we need? Oh, where did I get my card? I don't know what you mean by card, Leanne. The ribbon, this cord I got from Dollar Tree. So I have used 4 or 5, and I had part of one. So I'm going to get 2 more just in case. So I'm thinking, what does that make it, about 6, right? 4, 5. Well, that would be 7 and part of one that I had. So roughly around 7. Cord. I'm sorry. Did I? Oh, you did write cord. I thought it said card. God, I even have my glasses on. But you can get it. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, wherever. You can order from whoever your wholesaler is if you want a big bulk around it. I like using the smaller one sometimes from Dollar Tree because it's not as much as if I'm winding. So I don't have to worry about cutting it. And the same thing when you get big balls of yarn and you're doing something. I always just like measure out what I think would be X amount of feet and then wind, and then I have to tie it off and add to it. So as far as that goes. All right, so what are we going to put in the middle? I would like probably similar to one of these, but I don't have one of those because these are all teeny weenies. Ooh. But I just want something little. Maybe that's too little. Just a little seashell in the middle. See, like that. I could do that one. Ooh, that's a funky one. Oh, but that won't show up because it has black on it. So no. I have one of those. That's too small. All my really big seashells are downstairs. Ooh, maybe this one. I don't know. I like the white one. Ooh, there's an itty bitty one in there. I like the white one. See the white one? Because I think it stands out better on the cord. I think anything darker, like here's a darker one. See how they blend? It blends in more. I want it to pop. Let's see. Do I like that one or do I like this seashell? Nope, I don't want that seashell. This has all the little ribbings on it on there. I kind of like that one. That's too big. This one's in between. Nope, I like the one I got. Oh, this has a little bit more ribbing. I don't know. That seashell. Yeah, I do too. That one. And this one's a little smaller. I'll hold it closer so you can see. So that's that seashell. My glue gun popped out. All right. And then this is the smaller one. I think I like the bigger one. After doing that, I get to look at it on the camera. So now I like the bigger one. I think the bigger one will do better. All right. So this is when you really want to make sure your tails are where they're going to be. Yep, the bigger one. I agree. Because once you start gluing this baby in, it ain't coming out, y'all. It ain't coming out. This is when I like to hold it up this way and go, okay, is it just right? It's got to be just right, y'all. Just right. Okay. So this is when I put a lot of glue on the ribbon. And then I kind of press the seashell into it. Because the seashell only has those thin edges. And I have it on an angle. I have it on an angle purposely. If I did it widthwise, the seashell widthwise, you know, going this way, I think it would take away from the bow. So I put it on an angle purposely. Oh, I think that's going to come out cute when I get the rest of my cord. Ugh. Now to hang this from the way from behind, depending where you're going to hang it, I would probably stick something, can't see, through here. I would probably get some jute just to keep it all in the same. I don't think I want to use ribbon, the matching ribbon to go up top, because I think that's going to take away from it. You can also tie it from behind here if you wanted to use like a pipe cleaner or a ribbon or whatever you want to use, and do it here if you don't want it to be seen, because the door hangers probably hang down about that much. So you have some leeway. So if you tie it from here, I would definitely make the pipe cleaner come up at least to the top of this, still hidden, if you're going to do that, or a ribbon, so that, again, it doesn't take away from, you know, the whole nautical theme of it, if that makes sense. Oh, I'm just bummed about this, guys. I really am. But at least you get the idea. And then, like I said, I want to nestle this baby right in here just like that. I don't want to put a lot of seashells on it. I'm going to switch my camera so I can hold it up better for you guys, because this one's close. So this one here, I just want to nestle just one. I don't want to have a whole bunch of seashells. I just want one little starfish. How am I holding this? Which camera? That way. Like just nestled right in here. That's all I want. And you could do whatever. I know when it's done. I've never come on a live where I didn't have all the product that I need to finish. This is a first, and will be my last doing that, because I just don't like it. You know, I mean, I think, what time is it? Oh, I can run out. I can run out and go get some and come back, and then come back on a live and say, okay, part 2. We can do that. I think that's what I'll do, because I don't like it when it's not finished and I leave you guys hanging. I mean, sometimes I'll do something and then I get off and I'll be like, oh, let me tweak this way or that way, and that's fine, kind of thing. But I don't like it when I can't finish a product totally. I mean, unless it's a really huge project, which we do have to do in parts. But that's my game plan, y'all. It's just like that. So that's going to be it from NonnasNuttykrafts today. Well, for now, let me run out to the store and go get some more cord. I got to exchange the one that I did buy, that's thicker cord, because it was in the wrong place, and go get some thinner one. So thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me. And again, I'm sorry it's been so long. Life and family just gets in the way sometimes. And, you know, you got to pick and choose. And at this point, my health and family came first. So I will see you guys maybe in a little while. I'll come back on so we can finish this and you can see the finished product. Okay. So you guys have a nice day till I see you later. All right. Bye-bye.